Hello everyone. I thought I'd give you a look at what I have on my drying racks so far. Here, these are the very first cupcakes soaps that I showed you. They are a lavender and lemon. They're drying up pretty nicely. They do seem to have a little bit of that, I believe they call it lye ash or soda ash on top. From what I understand, that's very common with lavender scents. Sorry about being in the light here. But they're drying out really nicely. They're getting nice and hard. Actually, I don't know. The bottom seems to be... Oh, nope. I think the bottom of that one seems to be a little darker, but that's actually a shadow. I'm in my soaping room is actually a huge room in our basement, so it's kind of dark down here. I need to get better lighting, but all in due time. These are my very first batch of soaps. Now these I was really concerned that we're not going to get hard, and they are hard as any bar of soap I've ever seen, and I think that is not focusing right, and I'm sorry. I'm actually ditched the I actually ditched the iPad, and I'm now using my camera and it's not focusing. Imagine that. But they turned out really nicely, and I have these little slivers here, and I'm wondering if this sliver would be dry enough for me to lather test, and I think I'm going to give it a chance. Because it's been a week, and that thing is paper thin, so I might try it. I don't know. I think it probably is not cured enough for it, but anyway. We'll go down here next. Forgive my shadow. I'll try to get out of the way. And what you see on this shelf is, let me pull the batch notes out of the way there. What you see on this shelf are some of my lotion cupcake bars. Oh, there you go. They're still very hard. I'm happy with that one. Sorry about the shadow again. I say the lighting's pretty poor down here. And over here are my second batch of lotion cupcake bars. They're holding up fairly well. The topping is still a little softer than I would like. And can you see that? It's still sort of oily. I'm actually going to see my mother on Friday, and I'm going to give her a few of these smaller pieces to sample for me so that I can see what she thinks about them. I think they might be good for a nighttime cream for your feet or your legs, since you know you'll wallow in bed and it'll come off, which I'm not sure is a good thing for your sheets. But and then the next thing I want to show you here, if I can do it without shadow, that would be great. This is my peppermint chip soap I made last night. I'm going to take this one over to the table so that you can see it better with better light. Hang with me. You're going to see a little bit of jiggle there. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, this is my peppermint chip soap. Now, it is actually going to be peppermint and coffee. The little chips there, if it'll focus for you, that you see there, those little chips are actually small pieces of coffee. Now, I thought, I'm a brand new soaper, and so I'm not well versed on all things soap and ingredients and things like that. And I thought that there was a possibility that by using Let's see if I can set you down there so I don't keep jiggling you around everywhere. But I thought that perhaps by using, whoop, there we go. Perhaps by using coffee in my batter, that it's just instant coffee grounds is what it is. I thought that it might give it a slight scent of coffee in the background. Now, let me give it a sniff. I'm going to be honest here, and I'm going to tell you I don't smell coffee. What I smell is chocolate, and I'm going to have my husband smell it tonight, but I smell chocolate. I smell peppermint with chocolate. It smells like a very popular peppermint and chocolate candy that used to be one of my favorites. So I don't know if the heat from the lye and the saponification has caused the coffee to morph in some way that it smells like chocolate, because this was just plain coffee. I don't drink coffee. I'm a cappuccino person, but my father actually drinks coffee, and don't tell him, but I used a little bit of his coffee in my recipe here just because I wanted to give it a shot. And I'm telling you, sorry for my face, it smells like a peppermint chocolate candy. So I don't know how long it'll have that smell. I don't know if it'll stay. But as soon as my husband, I can get him to smell this, if he tells me that it smells like peppermint chocolate to him, then I think I'm going to have a recipe that I stick with, because it smells delicious. I would love to bathe in this soap. So I actually have some of the little pipettes over there, or well, you wouldn't call them pipettes, the little pipings. I have them over on the drying rack drying as well. And so I could tell you that just based on those little droppings, not a good word, little pipe soaps over there, that this soap is not ready to unmold. I typically try to unmold my soaps. I've always tried to unmold them at 24 hours, and each time I unmold them at 24 hours, they're not ready. So I'm not even going to attempt it with this soap, because I'm fairly happy with this soap. The way it's looking so far, I can see that there's it's solid white, then it's one thick with coffee, and then it's solid white on the bottom, and then of course I have the coffee covered piping on the top. And but I'm really excited to get this soap unmolded. I'm hoping that it meets my expectations. So yeah, that's what I have on my drying rack right now. I don't know if you all seen, but you seen that I was moving around batch notes over there. It's going to be a bit noisy here. Let me see if I have any more in the drawer here. Sorry about the noise. I have a million things in my little drawer here. I'm actually done my last one, so I want you to print more. Can you see that there? These are my batch notes. Move that soap out of the way there. These are my batch notes. They're just little cards that I made up in Photoshop. They tell me what the batch name is. Some of my soaps don't have, like this one doesn't have a name, so it's just mint on its batch notes. It tells me my pour date, and then I can list my ingredients, the cut date, the number of bars and their average weight, the cure date, and then I have cost per bar down here. You could use this little note. It should have just said notes, and I may change it at some point, but it could be used. This big box down there at the bottom can be used for just about anything. But I love these because in any given time, I can walk up to my soap and I can see right away, this is what's in this soap. This is when I cut it. This is when I poured it. This is its cure date. I don't have to guess. So, these cards are actually available for free for download. I cannot remember what video I put the link in, but there is a video here on my YouTube channel that will tell you where you can copy these and print them for yourself. They're free. I don't want anything in return. If you get them and they work for you, a nice comment saying that they worked for you would be great. But other than that, you know. But I will try to put the link to that video and the link to where you can save these and print them yourself in the description box of this video. They're really handy, honestly. I'm actually working on a little, I guess you would call it an inventory page, so that I can kind of keep track of where my inventory went. So, you know, so that I know when I'm running low and I don't have to open each jar and say, how much coconut oil do I have? I can look and say, oh, I've used 13 ounces of 30 ounces. You know, I'm halfway there. But anyway, if and when that comes together, I'll provide that for make it available to you to download for free as well. But back to the soaps. As soon as this one is hard enough, set up enough that I think I can cut it, I'll make a cutting video, because, or an unmolding and cutting video, because I know we all like those. I love cutting videos. I was watching cutting videos that inspired me to come down here and make a video. So, that's it for now. I hope you all are having happy soaping adventures. Until next time, happy soaping. Bye-bye.